All right. Okay. Ha. Good morning, Lesotho. Good morning, South Africa. How you doing? How you guys doing? How you doing? How you guys doing? Today we're going to talk about witches, sangomas, ghosts, Tokoloshi, or abafanas. Guys, I watched a video of Gogo's Koteni talking to DJ's Boo about what's happening in spiritual world or what's happening in the Abubadala stuff. You understand what happens to our bodies when we die and stuff like that. What happens to our spirits if we don't collect the spirits and everything like that. So I'm not a sangoma, first of all, and I'm definitely not a witch. But I know the stories because I grew up in Lesotho, right? Where the ghosts, where the witches, were everything, honey. So, guys, I saw people being shocked of what Dumi said, Coco's Cotain, right? They was like, no. What she was saying is, guys, if you don't collect the spirit of your loved ones when they die, maybe they die and at work somewhere else, like most of us who are working in South Africa, if they die there, if you don't collect the spirit there, the spirit will be left lingering and you guys only going to bury the body, right? And the spirit can be used badly by people who perform bad stuff, right? And it's the same thing even if they die at home. If you don't perform some sort of ritual so that the spirit sleeps, it will still linger around. And people who know how to use the spirits will use that spirit in the bad way. Sometimes to torment you, sometimes to torment the family, right? Yeah, that's basically what she was saying about you collecting the spirit so that they don't use it wisely. I'm going to make an example about myself and what I experienced, right? Yeah. So my mama passed away in 2017. I was the one taking care of her in my house. Guys, I live just next door. We live in the same yard. But I built my house sort of a backyard. Do you understand? And my mother's house is at the other side. So after she died, we experienced some sort of what do you call it, some activities, let me say that. Me and my younger sister, we will see the lights go off and on when you pass. You will feel like the light bulb having a shortage. Do you understand? So we didn't talk about it because we thought we are going crazy up until we buried her. Then after a few months of burying her, my sister got sick. Then we took her to different doctors, medical doctors, even end up taking her to a sangoma here in Lesotho, and she helped her with whatever that she was dealing with. But she threw something out there. She was like, did you perform a ritual for your mama so that she can sleep? We were like, what is the ritual that we were supposed to be for them? And then she was like, your father could have performed something, but I'm going to do something for you. And she told us what has been happening, especially in my house, the very same house that I'm living in right now. Guys, when we're sitting, you will see a flick of light, like something passing. You'll feel like something like, something will be passing just here. Then you will feel like you were crazy. Then there's one door that wouldn't stop banging, even when there's no even when there's no wind, even when the door is shuttered. But you will always feel that door banging and banging. You'll go check and you find there's nothing, even the windows are closed. So she was like, no. And she was like, no, your doors, they're always banging. It is because she's always there passing by, and the kids do not sleep. They're going to see her, and she's going to scare the kids. And I'm like, yeah, my kids told me that they see her. Guys, this is real. I even told some few friends who were close. Understand? So these things do happen. Then she performed a ritual, and my kids started sleeping. They no longer dream about my mother, and the doors are not banging anymore. If the door you feel like it is moving, it is because it is not closed properly, or maybe the window is open, and that's it. So yeah, these things do happen. You have to perform a ritual so that the spirit leaves. That is also according to your belief. If you don't believe that things like this happen, you don't believe them, that's fine. But some people do experience this stuff. They are real, they do happen. Then there are stories about those people who they kill while they're still alive. Like, I'm here, still living, I'm still alive, I'm still talking with my sisters and everything, that all of a sudden I feel like I'm going to die. That's when they take you as yourself while you're still alive. They're going to use you somewhere else. So many family members, if the death of their loved one is suspicious, they will go into perform some rituals. Others, they go on to beat up or shambok the corpse. Is it the corpse? Even though it is a one body there, yeah, they go and shambok the corpse, and then some comes do like wake up and they turn into some sort of an animal. Then you know that is not you. That is not actually your brother or your sister or your daughter. You understand? They have taken their hair spirit and they're using it badly. People come back to life after you fought, you bury them. They will tell you stories that I was dead. They used me. I used to stay in the mountains. I used to eat poop and everything else. Those stories, we would hear them while we are growing up. We will hear these stories on the radio. But because those are not our sisters or our family members, we won't believe them. But we grow up hearing those stories. Another story about the spirit not sleeping, if maybe it is not collected. Sometimes people do get murdered along the way. There's a story of one lady who used to jog where I used to jog myself, and then it is like the place was not safe back then, because our village, it is been recently been developed. So back then there was no houses close to the main road where we used to jog. So they call that village bypass. But so to you all know this story, please, if you do, comment on the comment section so that I don't come out as a liar. So the lady used to jog along bypass road up to Hamotwela. I'm talking it so that Basutu who know the story will come back and say stamp on what I'm saying. So this lady, she got married while she was joking. So some people will see her joking, then they will know that it is her, up until the spirit is being collected. Some people, like Coco Scottoni said, if maybe you're walking or you're driving at night and you see a body standing just on the white line, you don't stop, you just go through it. Some of these things are actually the ghosts. They caused accidents because they died by accident. So if their family members don't collect their bodies, they cause accidents. Many people who know Leribe, Basoto, people who know Leribe, they will tell you story about seeing ghosts or somebody standing straight on the line and they drive through. If you don't drive through it, you cause accident because it is close to the cliff, right? We have this story, I'm very sure that is very, very recent. It was going around Facebook, and people were stamping on it. All right. Even the story of you picking somebody while you are driving at night, then you guys are having conversation, and maybe you see somebody who needs a lift, you lift them up. You will lift, sorry guys. Okay. You lift them up, then you have conversation. A few meters away, they will be like, okay, drop me. Okay, they will be like, I'm dropping here. You know, this is where I died. And when you look back, there's nobody there. You'll feel like you're going crazy. These stories are there. People are telling it, guys. So you need to collect our loved one's spirits so that it rests. This is the truth. It happens. If you don't, people, the witches who work together with the traditional healers or the sangomas, they use these spirits to scare us and everything else. That is the truth. And there are Tokoloshis, right? Back then, our great grandfathers, they used the Tokoloshi or abafana to head the cattle or the sheep and everything. They use them for that. But you know, everything when life goes on, it will also become more useful. So the witches use it to scare us. They will use it to go to your house and perform bad stuff on you. Do you understand? They use it to actually bewitch you. So some people will say it even when it's coming to attract them. It sleeps. Some they send it to sleep if you do, so that you don't get married and everything else. Some they use it for many things. So amaboys, Tokoloshi, the spirit not sleeping or not resting. It is the truth, guys. These things happen. I remember that there goes to, we used to sit on outside the house, burning fire so that we get warm in winter nights, not too cold. Then we'll be sitting around the fire with our maize meal. We'll be burning it or churching it. I don't know with English how you say that. Then these older guys will be all my father's friends, and people who likes to walk around at night. They will tell you stories how they saw somebody they know they used to drink together with. They were with them somewhere else, and they will talk about somebody who's dead. Even this person will be talking about, you guys, this and this, like the normal stuff. Then they just don't pay attention. And another story, I wish Lebo was here. She is a friend and a former colleague, a younger sister to me, by the way. She was telling me stories about this lady who just passed. They used to go together with her friends to have beer, and that lady who died will go with them. They will know that she's here, but she won't be able to enter the yard where they go and have a drinks, but they know that she's working with them. So guys, yeah, that's about it. That is the short story of the witches using the spirits, the Tokoloshis being real, and you guys need to perform only if you believe this stuff, because if you don't believe them, they're not going to happen. But they do happen. Unfortunately, some bad people use some stuff in a very bad way. I love you, my people. Up until next time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, and if you will like stories like this, do subscribe. I love you. Have a nice day.